There are two sides. There are two sides of the gospel to the receptions. Those who listen to the gospel being preached, it comes to them depending on the position they have with the Christ. There are two groups that listen to the gospel when it is being preached. The first group are those who do not have the cross on their shoulders. They accepted to follow Jesus, but they rejected to pick up their cross. The other group is the group that obeyed Christ by picking up their cross before following Jesus. When the gospel lands in their ears, each group receives it according to the position the person is in. So, since the gospel is a repulsive thing to those who do not entertain cross-bearing, it lands on them in the side of negative reception. They listen, they receive it with the negative receptive ears. The mind, the way they accept it, the way they receive it negatively. But those who have the cross bearing, they receive the gospel positively. Now, the gospel throughout the Bible has never entertained the soul's desires. Every gospel preached must crucify the soul's desires. When it entertains the soul's desires, that gospel is essential. And when it is essential, it does not rescue the soul from hell. Essential gospel is a gospel that pampers the desires of the soul. The soul in its four partitions has the will, has the mind, has the desires, has the emotions. Among them all, emotions are so much essential that they excite the flesh when the gospel is pleasant to the desires of the soul. But when the gospel crucifies the desires of the soul, it becomes repulsive to the soul that has not accepted the cross bearing. So for the gospel of Christ Jesus to save the soul must accept to be crucified. One must have the cross bearing to crucify the soul. There is a gospel in the modern society which excites the flesh so much, and the people love it. Why? Because it is essential. It pampers the soul's desires. That gospel is a prosperity gospel. Prosperity gospel, though it is positive, by the way it stirs up the faith of believers, it does not help the soul at all. It pampers the desires, and therefore does not send chills down the spine of the devil. Remember that the devil tried to lure Jesus into worshiping him by the desire of wealth and worldly things. And Jesus rebuked the devil. He didn't entertain that gospel. So it is important for us to understand that the gospel, in order for the gospel to save you, it depends on the way you position yourself. If you reject the cross bearing, the gospel does not save your soul from hell. For it to do, you must pick up your cross first and follow Jesus daily. Under self-denial, the gospel of Christ is so powerful to rescue the soul from hell. So the goal and the purpose of the gospel of Christ is to rescue the soul from hellfire. That is the goal and the purpose. The gospel is not meant to pamper the desires of the soul. Pampering the desires of the soul makes that gospel worldly. It entertains the lust of the flesh, entertains the lust of wealth, the lust of the things of the world. And the Bible is categorical that those who love the things of the world make themselves enemies of God. So inasmuch as the gospel is meant to rescue the soul from hellfire, it is important for you to accept the cross bearing. You have to have the cross on your shoulders for the gospel to rescue your soul from hellfire. Because that is why Jesus came. Jesus came to seek and save the lost. Save from what? Save from the lake of fire. And so you, my brother and my sister, it is important for you to accept the cross bearing. Before following Jesus, deny yourself, pick up your cross, and follow Jesus daily. Then he becomes your teacher, and you become his disciple. And when the gospel of truth is preached, you will not receive the negative side, but you will receive the positive side and be saved from the lake of fire. God bless you so much. You are listening this from Mombasa, Kiembeni Estate. Good night.